What is up, everyone? Oh, shit, my phone fell. I want to apologize that these reviews have been taking forever. It's just a lot of shit's been going on in my personal life. But I was finally able to watch the rest, and I will continue some more with... Just popped my arm there. Some more of the reviews I put on my fedora. But right now, I'm reviewing my favorite zombie film, Day of the Dead. The old Anchor Bay edition, which this is my favorite zombie film of all time. I watched this again a few minutes ago. Fucking love it. Now what is this about? It's about these soldiers, these scientists, and they're trying to survive. They have some arguments, and they're trapped down in these kind of, I don't know what you call it, but it's like a big kind of mine. I thought that was genius, and I agree with this right here. It's jaw-dropping. But what do I love about this? All the actors do really good. Laurie Cardell and Joe Pilato. Joe Pilato played Rhodes very, very well, and I fucking forget his name, but the actor who played Bub, what was it? Yeah, Howard Sherman. Howard Sherman. He played Bub very well. Like, he just did great emotions, he did great moving, and Tom Savini's effects. And also, whenever people die in this movie, they fucking suffer. Like, for example, when it gets to the end, you see all the people die whenever that one dude from the beginning of the film, who you see basically had to get his arm chopped off by Laurie Cardell because he was about to die. So what he does is he sacrifices himself and lets all the zombies in. And first off, Joe Pilato, he gets his legs ripped off, and you see his guts. You literally see his guts, and he gets his head ripped off at the same time. One of the other soldiers, he gets his fucking eye ripped out, and another one is literally screaming like, "Ah!" and gets his fucking voice box ripped out. But I really like this because eventually what happens is this doctor right here who shows off Laurie Cardell about showing how he's creating this, and he's showing how he's trading Bub, just basically dies later. And what this film is unlike Dawn of the Dead, this one I would say is more slow burn watching it. Like, it really takes its time. And I think that works for this because George Romero knew how to do it. Now, I know there's a remake. Before anyone points it out in the comments, yes, I know there's a remake. I have not seen it. It looks fucking awful. I have heard it's awful, and I'll probably never see it. And I also know, before anyone again points it out, Shout Factory did a DVD and Blu-ray of this, but I'm fine with this because look at all those features. Look at all those features. So I'm fine with this. But I like how it starts off. Basically, they're in a helicopter and they're searching around. It takes place in the coast of Florida. And they're looking and they see it's a ghost town. Nobody's there. It's a ghost town. Then they see a whole bunch of zombies come out and they're trying to survive while they have people track them. I kind of like it. Dawn of the Dead, what it did is that it showed it at a radio show, showed regular people, and then poof, the zombies are there. But I like how this one just cuts to the chase, and you're right there with all these characters, and they're trying to find people, find survivors. I really like how that was done. And the score, the dun-dun, 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 this is a really creepy and atmospheric score. Rest in peace, George Romero, but I think he did. This is probably my favorite film he's done, and my favorite zombie film, because it just does everything so well. It gets the atmosphere right, it gets the deaths right, gets the acting right, gets the setting right. I love Day of the Dead very much. It will always be my favorite zombie film. Like, for example, another scene. I mean, you guys know the plot of this movie. Most of you have probably seen this so many times or are watching this, but now, and then whenever you get there, you have a scene. You have the scene when the zombies come in and the one guy, I forget the actor's name, He's trying to get their attention and all that. And then Joseph Pilato, Joe Pilato, basically he gets all the zombies and then gets pissed at Laurie Cardell. He threatens to have her shot. And they're trying to comply even though he's being a huge douchebag. Joe Pilato did that so well, in my opinion. He made you... The actors, the main, human bad guys, the actors played them so well. They really made you want to hate those guys. They made you really kind of cheer when they die and even be like, ugh, whenever they die. Because, like I said, people in this movie fucking suffer. Other scenes you have is one where that guy basically gets bit in the neck, and then he's then puts the gun in his mouth and then shoots himself. And then you have the guy with the eye, and then Rhodes basically abandons them. He's like, Rhodes, you chicken shit! It's fucking great. And another one when Laurie Cardell leaves because she plays one of the doctors. She's like, yes, sir! Fuck you, sir! It's a lot of memorable scenes. And I really like how it just stays inside of the military shelter and it just doesn't leave. Whenever it gets going, it does not stop. It's a very, very relentless pace. And you also have this guy, Richard Liberty, who plays one of the other guys who's helping out. And what I like, though, is the ending kind of trips you out a little bit. Like, whenever they're there, they're getting out, all the people died because Bub, I'll get to Bub after I mention this, helped them out, and then helped kill Rhodes. Like, he shot Rhodes, and then the thing happened where he got torn apart. Basically, they leave, and they get in the helicopter. I like the way they did this ending, is at first, they really trick you into thinking, okay, they get in the helicopter, then boom, they're zombies. But then you find out, no, Laurie... And spoilers for people who haven't seen this movie. I'll just hold this up, and whenever I'm done, the spoilers will be done. But what you find out is that Laurie Cardell has been asleep, and then she wakes up, and she's with the other guy, Richard Liberty, and that one other guy, I forget his name at the minute, the dude who sounds like he's Jamaican. I apologies if I forget his name, the actor's name. Somebody can leave it down in the comments. Are on the beach, and she passed out after it. I really like that because it kind of tripped you out right there in a minute. But what I like about Bob is, you see, he's like a lot like, I've seen some people compare him to Boris Karloff in the original Frankenstein. I definitely would have to agree because he does a lot of those traits. He has very human traits, like they put a Salem's Lot book. Sorry about that, I had an itch. They put a Salem's Lot book there, and he picks it up, reads through it. They have him pick up a phone and have him talk to I think it was his mother. I really like that, how they make him kind of have a human side. But yeah. What I've said, all I think I can say is, I think this is a really, really... It is my favorite zombie film of all time. Now, what I want to... Everyone who has seen this, I want to know your thoughts down below. I really enjoyed Day of the Dead. It's one of my favorite horror films of all time, and will forever be my favorite zombie film. I know these reviews are probably going to be all over the place what I'm saying, but it's just... With my reviews, I'm just going to point out what I love about it, what the plot's about, and that sort of thing. I love Day of the Dead. That's all I can say is, I can make a whole video gushing, I love Day of the Dead! I love how it's very slow burn, but when it gets going, it moves at a relentless pace. I really like Bob. I really like Joe Pilato and the other soldiers. They really made you want to hate them and cheer when they died. I really like how the ending trips you out at first, and then you figure out, oh, okay, they did escape. I really enjoy it, and I really enjoy the setting of them being in the shelter. So, oh yeah, one other thing I also loved is the guy who plays Bob. He really did a really good job when he finds out his master has been, the creator of him has been killed. I said master, but I mean creator. was killed by Joe Pilato. He gets a gun and then shoots him, and the other guy tries to kill him first, but then the zombies come in and invade him and then shoot. Yeah, that scene I mentioned where he shoots himself. It's really well done, really great filmmaking, great writing, great acting, really great movie. So, I'll see you guys for the next review. I hope you enjoyed what I had to say about Day of the Dead. If I don't finish all of these by October, I will still at least get them done. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this review. Leave your thoughts on the film down below. Thank you for watching, and hope you enjoy the rest. Sorry it took so long to get this out, and bye-bye!